Hello and welcome to Newsmax Now. I'm John Bachman. We start with our top story tonight, and that is Pastor Andrew Brunson. He is a free man tonight after more than 2 years of imprisonment in Turkey. Brunson was arrested just after a failed 2016 coup attempt against Turkish President Tayyip Erdogan. Critics immediately labeled it as an anti-Christian scapegoating, and President Trump became very personally involved in the case earlier this year that included the president slapping economic sanctions on Turkish goods to pressure the Erdogan regime. And tonight, President Trump is celebrating Pastor Brunson's release. Many are seeing this as another victory for President Trump and a victory in the battle to secure religious freedom as well. Let's welcome in Beth Martin, co-founder of the national coordinator of the Tea Party Patriots. Jenny, the president made this case personal this summer, and it looks like that paid off.
It does look like it paid off, and the Turkish prosecutors wanted to imprison Pastor Brunson for 35 years. Instead, after holding him against his will for 2 years, he's now released. I think it's a win for Pastor Brunson. It's a victory for President Trump, and most importantly, for religious freedom.
Yeah, there's been so much Christian persecution across the Middle East. We know that Erdogan has upped his Islamist rhetoric too. And also, Jenny, something else, another facet of the story I want to talk to you about. That's the killing of the Saudi journalist Jamal Khashoggi. Yesterday on MSNBC, a panel tried to connect President Trump's calling the news media the enemy of the people to Khashoggi's death. What's your take on that?
Absolutely ridiculous. We don't have all the facts yet for exactly what happened, but it looks like he was certainly murdered and that the Saudis may be to blame for that. But to blame this on President Trump, unless they want to say that President Trump somehow flew to Turkey last week and murdered him himself, it's just ridiculous. I understand why the media is concerned about it. He had been in America and working for the Washington Post. He's one of their own, but it's ridiculous to blame President Trump for it.
Yeah, there's a difference between campaign and rally rhetoric than what's taking place when there's actually murders of journalists happening in foreign countries. All right, one last question, Jenny, before we let you go. I want to get your take real quick on the midterms and the way things are trending right now. We talked a lot about the Kavanaugh effect last week. I know you're from Atlanta. I want to specifically get your take on the governor's race in that state. How do you see things shaking out?
Well, a close race, but I think in the end, as long as we do what we need to do to get the 2016 Trump voters who did not vote in previous elections but came out and voted for President Trump in 2016 back out to vote, I think that is going to give Brian Kemp what he needs so that he can win that election.
Yeah, Brian Kemp versus the Democrat there. Stacey Abrams is one of the most closely watched races in the country. Jenny Beth, will check back in with you on that one coming up here real soon. Have a wonderful Friday. Thanks so much for your time.
Thank you.